First Dad, now Cora. What do I do now?
It is so lovely to see more young folk.
I don't know about you, but I think some of these folk might be drunkards.
Awful business. This murder. Terrible stuff.
Dreadful news all around. I can only hope they'll reschedule the festival. I was rather looking forward to it.
We dare for it.
No, a bit too far. Mr. Need.
Out of sight, out of mind. Don't want to draw any attention. I can take what I please. Moving in. More than the Gazette, mate.
Войти в надгробье Кэндалл Холлоу. На трупе Даллора-убийцы мы нашли записку, в которой был указан пароль для входа в надгробье Кэндалл Холлоу. Судя по всему, там собираются сектанты культа Баала.
Not all fiends are cut from the same scorched cloth.
Текст наскоро начертан на изорванной и окровавленной странице, озаглавленный «Плач нечестивого убийцы». Близ молчаливых могил Кэндалл Холлоу дорога к награде убийцы ведет. Коль вход невысокий найти ты сумеешь, замок тебя спрятан за рамою ждет. Запомни пароль, это слово «сикарий», откроет к судьбе твоей дверцу оно. Пусти себе кровь, полоснув по запястью, иначе пройти никому не дано. И пусть рыцарь смерти увидит у жертвы кровавую для владыки. Последнее слово не видно из-за пятна крови.
Sicarius. And a location. We should find this Candle Hallow place. Yeah, this edition looks better than ever.
What'd you do with the decapitated head anyway? Not like you could sell it. have us still watching every Baldurian home.
Just keep your hands to yourself.
It'd certainly help with the dishes. Okay, after the joke, you'll laugh. Leave him some time.
Промежуточный отчет. Дварф со шрамами. Многообещающий кандидат на титул нечестивого убийцы. Хотя сам он груб, его методы убийства артистичны и даже инновационны. Для устранения очередной цели он устраивает смертоносный винный фестиваль, а я со своей стороны буду внимательно за ним наблюдать. Шаларколь. Отправиться в надгробье Кэндалл-Холлоу, чтобы найти трибунал служителей Баала. Мы забрали мерзкие трофеи Далора-убийцы, руки его жертв. С ними мы можем прийти в трибунал владыки ужаса под надгробьями Кэндалл-Холлоу и выяснить, как попасть в храм Баала.
Why, yes, Edvard. Can I call you Edvard? Well, Edvard, I
Shadowheart
do
needs to
support
speak
all
to her more
Dortash's
than I do.
campaign.
Better wait until she is free.
Let's see what's to be said.
Where's it all coming from? It's just the toast? The chaser?
These boots have seen everything.
I just don't get it. Why would anyone want to hurt such nice people?
Did you see who did it? Who they were with? Well, I have my suspicions.
Oh, gods. How terrible.
I am so glad that monster was stopped.
Oh, me too, my love. Me too.
Сомелье. Мы не дали Кари Хайбери выпить отравленное вино и тем самым спасли ей жизнь.
I am so glad.
Oh, me too, but...
I miss Cora. First, Dad.
Just keep your hands to yourself.
much farther can I go?
That's just steal what's doing. Take guns. Hello? That's everyone.
Are the gods truly this petty?
There she stands, just as Elminster promised. Mystra, goddess of the weave, mother of all magic.
The old man wasn't lying. She's opened the summoning channel. Can't you feel it?
Gale's right. The very air around the statue crackles with magic. It sets your teeth on edge.
A stream of pure, undiluted weave. I only have to reach out, and it will carry me to Mystra, wherever she may be.
Well? Are you composing a poem in your head or some such?
Time was, I'd have given my right arm for a chance to speak with Mystra again. The left one, too. Maybe a knee. Am I? You're right. I am a strong, capable wizard. And this is no more than a casual reunion with an ex-lover. My omnipotent, omniscient ex-lover. I always wonder what being nervous would feel like. I hate it. You're kind to say so, but this is hardly my first time in Mystra's presence. It's more the matter of what I'm going to say to her. During my time locked away in Waterdeep, I prepared a quite comprehensive speech for her on the subject of our former relationship and the manner in which it ended. Alas, recent events have rendered the majority of it moot, so I'm going to have to improvise. Unless you have any words of wisdom to impart before I go. The summoning channel Mystra has provided is one only I can enter. No matter how much I prefer not to face her alone. You'd make a fine three-dragon anti-player, you know? I think it's best I keep a cool head going into this. Approach it like a particularly high-risk round of three-dragon ante. I'll let Mystra show her flight, and then I can see how strong a chance we stand of winning the gambit. I'll only be gone for a matter of moments. The Outer Planes experience time quite differently to our own. Wait for me. Please.
Gale of Waterdeep. You look well.
As do you. But I assume we're not here solely to exchange compliments. So why am I here?
You discovered what lies at the heart of the Absolute, the crown of Karsus. And you disobeyed my instruction. Why?
Because you had no right to ask that of me. You cast me out. Remember?
You were my lover, my chosen. Yet still you know so little of me. The past cannot be undone with self-pity, nor can a future be forged. Only with the truth will you see the way ahead. The fragment of magic you tried to return to me was not of my creation. it was the Karsite weave. It is a corrupted, half-born magic, wrought in the brief moment Karsus ascended to godhood. It hungers for power, just as he did, and it can never be sated. You unleashed something that would consume all magic in existence, and yet you thought only of preserving yourself.
So that's what you're scared of. With the crown of Karsus reforged, I could take control of the Karsite weave.
You can no more control the Karsite weave than a weather vane could control a storm. That it entered your body and consumed no more than your powers was a miracle. But we will not be granted another. The only reason the orb sleeps is because I have allowed it to feed on the true weave. A temporary measure, but one that will not be enough to save us. With each day that passes, the Elder Brain threatens to become a new kind of god. Its worshippers, a scourge of soulless illithids. If you will not use the orb to end this abomination, then you must find a way to separate crown and host. When you've done this, you must surrender the crown of Karsus to me.
A great ask indeed. You've given me much to think on, as you always did.
So be it. Follow the needle of your own wisdom. We shall see how truly it leads you.
Mortal soil once more. I can't believe I saw her. After all this time. Relieved. Drained. Proud of myself for summoning the courage to go to her in the first place. And, if I'm being totally honest, a bit lightheaded. As if it wasn't enough to have seen her again. She didn't exactly summon me there for small talk. The Karsite weave. Within me this whole time. I knew the orb was no ordinary ball of magic before it to be Karsus's malignant creation. Gods! How did I not see that? But I should have known. What right had I to go about declaring myself an archmage when I was as foolish as a common apprentice in setting such an entity loose? At least now I'm armed with the truth. And Mistra's expectations. Sounds like the door to redemption is open at last. All I have to do is walk through it, carrying the crown of Karsus. Thank you. There aren't many I'd trust to stand beside me on such a journey. Fewer still who would do so because they believed I deserved such a chance. If I could promise you one thing in return for your faith in me, it's this. I will use everything in my power to ensure we defeat this evil. I will not let you down. Now, I believe we've a date with an Elder Brain to get to. Shall we?
Far from me to judge Gale for playing coy with Mistra, but I will not be cleaning up whatever mess she makes of him for it.
So, Gale's hedging his bets with Mistra? I can't say I blame him. Who'd want want to hold a power like the crown of Carsus in their hands just to hand it to someone else. I know what my decision would be, but we're all different, of course.
Mystra has forsaken Gale entirely. A crushing blow. But he is strong enough to persevere, I think.
Wow. So that was Mystra. Pretty spectacular stuff. But I think Gale was right not to agree to do her bidding, no questions asked. I respect the gods, but they don't always understand what they're asking of us. Maybe immortality makes it hard to know what it's like to be one of us piggies. Proud of Gale, though. It takes some man to hold his own in front of the divine.
This crown seems too powerful and dangerous an object for mere mortals to possess. Too dangerous even for Mystra. But I would sooner trust it with a god than with Gale.
I do not trust Mystra to do right with the crown. But I think I trust Gale even less. He must give it to her when the time comes, or his lust for power might well consume him.
Stop wriggling, Boo, and prick up your ears.
Mystra has forsaken Gale entirely. A crushing blow. But he is strong enough to persevere, I think.
Standard procedure. Gortash just wants to make sure that there's no misinformation.
The truth is the truth.
A broken steel watcher. A tag wired to it reads, "Unit defective. Return to the Steel Watch Foundry at the West Docks." Flaming Fist investigation underway. Stay back. The humble home of Frank Peartree.
Might not be the time. What's that?
Мы убедились, что Франк Грушка мертв, как и было указано в списке жертв баалистов. Надо проверить и другие имена. Завладеть короной Карсуса. Гейл встретился с Мистрой на высших планах. Богиня рассказала волшебнику о природе сферы. Это карсидское плетение, недосформированная магия, сотворенная Карсусом, когда тот пытался возвыситься до бога магии. Мистра потребовала от Гейла, чтобы тот забрал корону и вернул ее ей, а взамен она обещала избавить его от сферы. Однако, если Гейл оставит корону себе, карсидское плетение будет подчиняться ему. Обрывок окровавленной бумаги, покрытый неровными каракулями. Ты зря сюда полез, Грушка. Ты расставил огнеплюев этого лордишки по моему городу. Мерзость. Они не оставляют крови, никакой красоты, оставляют только пепел и черные трупы. Я пишу это, пока иду по твоему подвалу, а он большой, просторный. Никто никогда не соберет все кусочки тебя. Я как следует их разбросаю.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Feeding barracks. Making me soup. Ruined now.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know. The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
Basilisks. Barracks. Got injured. Discharged.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Этот клочок пергамента весь в пятнах насыщенного красно-коричневого цвета. Те, кто желает предстать перед трибуналом владыки ужаса и войти в храм Баала, должны убивать цели из этого списка и представить случившееся как убийство, совершенные культом Абсолют. В качестве доказательства убийства принесите с собой ладонь жертвы. Ступайте путем крови претендента. Герцогиня Белинна Стелмина, таверна «Эльфийская песнь» в Нижнем городе. Убита. Отец Ларган, храм открытой длани в Ривингтоне. Убит. Клоун Капля, цирк конца дней в Ривингтоне. Убит. Александр Сельва, кабинет близ счетной палаты в Нижнем городе. Убит. Франк Грушка, жилище рядом с фейерверками Филагира в Нижнем городе. Убит. Кара Хайбери, большой дом возле редакции газеты «Балдурский вестник» в Нижнем городе. Фигаро тут, моды многоликого в Нижнем городе. Шеф-повар Равир, кухня таверны «Эльфийская песнь» в Нижнем городе. Неша Лииша, смущенная русалка в Нижнем городе. Вари Вантампур, вилла Вантампур в Верхнем городе. Фридрик Хун, дом Хунов в Верхнем городе.
huge. And is that a burning heart?
Чучело Ягашуры, жёгшего свою смертность. Что толку от его сердца? Он считал себя титаном, но и сдох, шепча имя матери. Ниже красуется преувеличенно сложная подпись, написанная кровью. Арин красная. Судя по тому, как разделали каплю, мы нашли примерно половину его трупа. Мы нашли руку капли.
The corpse remains silent.
Путеводитель по Аверна. Книга представляет собой обзор Аверна, первого уровня 9 преисподних, для опытного межпланарного путешественника. Главы, посвященные географии и обитателях этого мира, в основном повторяют все, что и без того известно о поле битвы и бойцах войны крови. Раздел, подробно описывающий адскую политику, переполнен сносками, уточнениями и дополнениями, отображающими постоянно меняющуюся цепочку командования эрцгерцогини Зариэль, поскольку ее фавориты стремительно возвышаются и тут же утрачивают благосклонность своей госпожи. «9 шагов к его адскому трону». В этой главе перечислены все 9 слоев преисподней, их правители и характер соответствующего ритуального предмета, необходимого, чтобы заглянуть туда хоть одним глазком. Аверна, эрцгерцогиня Зариэль, гелиотроп, обрамляющий осколок кости Дис, эрцгерцог Диспатер, руда адского железа Минаврос, эрцгерцог Мамон, золотая монета, окаменевшая в едком торфе Флегетон, эрцгерцогиня Фьорна и ее отец, эрцгерцог Белиал, вечно горящий пепел, идеально уравновешенный на каменной чешуйке Стигия, эрцгерцог Левистус, угольно-черный глаз, застывший в кристалле из собственных слез Малибольк, эрцгерцогиня Гласия, корона, запятнанная кровью троих законных правителей Маладомини, эрцгерцог Вельзевул, горийская муха, откормленная кровью просителя Кания, эрцгерцог Мефистофель, единственный драгоценный текст, сожженный дотла Несус, владыка Асмодей. Все известные субстанции приводят к немедленному исчезновению просителя. Власть эрцгерцога. Наблюдение листовка компании Гарташа в эрцгерцоге, которую раздают волонтеры. Когда лорд Гарташ станет эрцгерцогом, на первом месте у него будет стоять наблюдение, чтобы предательские элементы не могли угрожать вратам Балдура и его жителям изнутри. Нет ничего важнее. В этой книге описано, с какими дьяволами стоит торговаться и за что. Выбирать дьявола для торговли следует с чрезвычайной осторожностью. Помните, дьяволы не просто злодеи, но еще и редкостные суки. Знавал я одного типа, который попросил наилучшей защиты от своих врагов у дьявола-деспотера. Он тут же был перенесен в непроницаемую стальную крепость, глубоко под землей и без дверей. Так что выбирайте с умом, друзья. Денежные проблемы, с ними лучше совладают создания Минавроса. По вопросам наслаждения или боли, огненные жители Флегетона – ваш выбор. И дальше все в том же духе.
The corpse has nothing to say.
Глубоко уважаемый господин Грушка, какой прелестный уголок вы себе устроили, особенно для человека с вашими средствами. Мне очень нравится ваш дом, дорогой Франк Грушка. Однако, как сказал один голодранец священнику, разглядывая церковное убранство, могло бы быть и получше. Собственно, об этом я вам и пишу. Видите ли, у меня есть к вам предложение, Франк. В моем распоряжении оказалась крупная партия адского железа. Каким образом, к делу не относится. Важно другое. Мне не помешает содействие в распространении оружия, выкованного из этого исключительного металла, среди, скажем так, более пестрых слоев общества нашего города. Я полагаю, вы годитесь для этого как никто другой. Ведь у вас настолько обширные, разношерстные и влиятельные знакомства во вратах Балдура. Добавьте и меня в их число, Франк. Вам это только на пользу пойдет. Выгода обоюдная, разумеется. Еще спишемся. Подумайте о моем предложении. Искренне ваш Энвер Гарташ. Книга учета, где перечислены все покупки и продажи, касающиеся торговли получаемого от дьявольских источников гарташем оружия из адского железа, которое применяется для изготовления улучшенного оружия и брони, а также все продажи, избытых по каналам гарташа и через иных торговцев, таких как Зентарим и рыцари щита. Последняя запись. Примечание для лорда Гарташа. Похоже, организация рыцарей разваливается, они покупают все меньше. Однако это с избытком покрывают наши растущие поставки новым покупателям во мне, и в следующем месяце цифры по сбыту в откат ли тоже всех порадуют. Грушка. Дорогой Франк, пишу, чтобы выразить свою искреннюю признательность. Распространение оружия идет как нельзя лучше, выражаясь проще, как по маслу. И успех этого предприятия исключительно ваша заслуга. Вы — сокровище. Если бы я только мог, схватил бы вас и радостно подбросил в воздух. О, как бы вы смеялись, Франк. Конечно, скучные дураки приняли бы нас за влюбленных. И я действительно влюблен. Я люблю вас, Франк. Как люблю любого, кто готов принести в наш мир новорожденное, склизкое и визжащее зло. А ведь именно это вы и сделали, Франк, вы сами. Вы отдали мое оружие в жадные руки, которым не терпится пустить его в ход. Всецело и искренне ваш Энвер Гарташ. Простой и острый меч. Используется что искателями приключений, что ворами, что стражниками.
You've made a grave mistake.
Poor little Will. Such a tragedy. Your own father, cut down in his prime. Damn shame, if you ask me.
Mizora, spare me your fake sympathy.
You wound me, pup. I admired your father. He was a man of the people, the grandest of dukes. Hard to think he's forever lost to us. Or is he? I'm saying that someone stepping off stage doesn't have to mean the end of their story. Meet me in your camp. I've got a devil of a proposal.
Of course she'd stick her infernal nose where it doesn't belong. Of course she's dreamt up some risible scheme. A devil of a proposal. By the hounds of the hells, what is she planning? Certainly not. But she's as inevitable as Toril's path around the sun. We'll have answers soon enough. Mizora's gone to camp. We should speak with her. I can already feel her tightening the leash. This might be my last chance to escape it.
Отдохнуть в лагере. Мизора попросила нас встретиться с ней в лагере. У нее есть важное предложение, которое касается отца Уилла, великого герцога Рейвенгарда.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Up on the hill.
What are you calling this new business? I got his meat.
Sorry, you have red caps working in your circus, right?
Right. Baldur's Gate is for Baldurians. Goodness me, that's terrible. Jimmy, I'm scary.
Anything.
Calling you a white ring when you were big and you were angry.
I don't care how big they are. I'll give them a piece of mind. Why does Bronze Crossing have so few lodgings? We need at least a dozen.
You have rocks for brains. How about
What were you thinking?
Do you think we've done something wrong?
Once you get rid of
Oh, I could go for a good meal.
Nine hells! You followed me all the way here? What could you possibly want with me now? What? How? Nine hells? Whatever you think you know, I'm sure some gold would help you to forget. Please don't. What do you want from me? It's not my fault. I was forced to do this. Framed even. They would have killed me if I refused to rig the toys. And they're definitely going to kill me now. I can't tell you. I won't tell you. All right. Just don't hurt me. The teddy bears were an experiment. My greatest invention. A clever little device in their chest allows them to speak. But there's more. Smoke powder inside the device. I collect packages from Valoga's fireworks in the lower city and stuff the bears with it. Not because I want to, because I have to. Otherwise, they'll kill me. I don't know who's in charge, but it starts at the fireworks shop. That's where the packages come from. Go there, tell them Uncle Valoga sent you, and they'll show you the smoke powder. Lots of it. There. I told you what you wanted to know. Now, will you let me go?
His plea comes with an offering, a pass granting you access to the lower city.
can't be serious. They'll find me. A cell won't keep me safe. They run this city. All right, I'll go. But if I'm found hanging in my cell, it'll be on your conscience.
I don't understand why there's
We can dance, if you want to.
I was hoping to see you again.
My Mesobaranzan love is always cocked ready.
There's an idea. If you're comfortable sharing, so am I.
Charming. For being a friend who helped Amira, we will charge a little less. Let's go. This is thrilling.
I put it on especially
Game.
Oh, Father, give me strength.
Can't slow down.
Good. Let them see you taking charge of your pleasure.
Inside. It's got private rooms.
Brothel? Pleasure house? Den of decadent delights?
Let's wait for Sorn, in all his nonsense. Look, you didn't sign a treaty permitting you to march a warband through my lands. You paid for sex.
Mizora schemes with Will's very freedom. He deserves to know what she is up to.
Wherever you need me, you know where to find.
I don't relish the idea of Mizora visiting our camp, let alone offering us anything resembling a deal. When the devils start approaching you, you know you're in deep. Oh, darling. Well...
Mizora. I'd take anything she says with a grain of salt. But with her claws as deep in our business as they are, I guess we can't ignore her completely. Ah, come on. If you...
I had no wish to lose Will, but my, it would have been nice to flush her into the colony's flesh pit. You're sure?
Let's talk. Are you sure? And just...
This Mizora is quite pleased with herself, for one who stinks of the hells. Evil and rotten eggs. Both putrid beneath their pretty shells, and both offend Boo's innards. Truly? To camp, then. But if Boo grows restless and chews holes in all your delicates, you only have yourself to blame.
Whatever business Will has with Mizora, it will cost him dearly. Or worse still, it will cost us. I hope we can afford it. I question the wit. I'll be in the...
A devil will come for her due. Mizora is no different. Whatever it is she comes to offer, whatever choice Will makes, someone will suffer. Count on it. Shook. As you say.
Quite the merry little party we have assembled here. Shall we? I hope you're not afraid of the dark, my darling. I must snuff out the lights before we begin. It's all part of the experience. The room is bathed in total darkness, so there is nothing to distract from your ecstasy.
The lady, Nim, moves your hand to where the clasps of her blouse lie.
You know, I had a dream just like this once.
I'm surprised you needed the two of us for this to happen, but I am so glad it has.
Oh, Empyrean High Priestess, let us worship at your altar.
The drow siblings fall to their knees in mock prayer towards Shadowheart, lavishing caresses over her thighs.
I'd be more pleased if you joined them.
The night skips on, filled with fantasies Shadowheart seemed all too primed to suggest.
Will ought to know what happened with Mizora. Whatever she has in store for him can't be good.
Give me a moment, for pity's sake. You've exhausted me already.
We recover quickly, but not that quickly. Even in the best of times, it's an oasis of pleasure and calm. In the city's chaos, with Baldur's Gate preparing for war, the caress feels like the final flicker of a beautiful flame before darkness falls.
Aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
Of course.
Just the one?
Don't waste a step.
Good.
Of course.
Well, don't stand on ceremony. Come here.